Temuera Morrison, who plays Jango Fett in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Also Commander Kody in Episode 3. Also, you may have seen me in the Moana movie, Chief Tui. That was one of my recent films. Oh, I feel wonderful. I love Mexico. I have had a relationship with the organizer Julio in Mexico City, so it was really nice to be invited back. I get on well with all the Mexican people, and I find them very warm and hospitable. Very warm. And they look like me. So I enjoy myself always. Every time I've come to Mexico, I really enjoyed it. I've actually been to places like Durango, Chihuahua, Mexico City. So I really enjoy every time I come here. So when I got the invitation to come again, I did not hesitate. I said yes straight away. And plus I can eat a good fajita here. Well, it was just a fantastic opportunity, and to be given the part of Jango Fett was very much an honor and very much a privilege to be part of the Star Wars family and the Star Wars saga. And the thing about Star Wars, even though we shot Attack of the Clones in Sydney, Australia, back in the year 2000, it still lives on. Here I am here in Monterrey, Mexico, and it's 2018 now. So for 18 years, Star Wars lives on for me. So I think I'm blessed and very happy that way that I can go around the world, go to these conventions similar to this one, meet the fans, say hello, get to travel, and see some of the world. But I think you're right. It pays to be humble, and just be generous. I find I did a movie, the one when I went to Durango in Chihuahua. I met an Indian man who was teaching me how to speak the Tipuano language, and I learned a lot from him. My dialogue coach, long time ago, and that's what impressed me about this man. He was very humble, very humble. So I took some of that on board myself, Sometimes it's, as the song goes, oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. But you must be humble in life, and I think people respect that, and you get more respect. So I find the Mexican people very humble. I find, they haven't got a lot, but they're very generous and very hospitable and very family orientated. So I take things from people that I run into in life. And for me, my dialogue coach back in this movie, it was a movie called The Blueberry, a French production, and they renamed it Renegade. But my Indian dialogue coach, he was such a humble man, and I thought I would like to be like this man a little bit more. Sometimes us actors get a big head, and we think we're more important than we are. So very nice of you to pick that up and comment about humility. Well, acting we are pretending to be characters, pretending to be somebody else. So you got to live a little bit of life. You got to have a passion for the drama. You got to have a passion to learn and to study. And it's one of those things that don't come easy. You have to learn the technique, things like that. And it's okay being a working actor, but a lot of the time you're not working, so you have to do other things in life. Like, even though I became an actor mainly, but I also, when I wasn't acting, I was working on radio. I do some singing, I do some cultural work. So you got to keep yourself always learning, because you can't act every day. You can't act all the time. Even though I have, but sometimes you got to find things other passions that you enjoy. You got to be very observant when you're acting. And for the young actors that are coming up, you got to do theater to get an appreciation of where it came from, theater. And then try and do a little bit of everything. Radio work was good for my voice. His voice also, and your looks. You got to take care of yourself. But at the end of the day, you got to have the passion to do it. And I have people back in my hometown asking, what advice have you got for up-and-coming actors, but it's about sometimes there's not enough work to sustain you. So it's about finding what you like as well and keep the hobbies going. And at the beginning, you got to try and treat acting as a bit of a hobby until you get a resume together, so you can get noticed. Then it's about getting in the film or getting on television, getting more experience. Yeah. Okay, well, look out for Aquaman this summer, starring Jason Momoa, Nicole Kidman. Myself, I play Aqua Dad, so something to look forward to. There's also another science fiction movie. It's coming out next month, and the movie is Australian, kind of a smaller budget movie, but it's called Occupation. Occupation, a new sci-fi movie coming out of Australia. The fans might want to look at that one too. It's coming out next month. So Occupation and Aquaman. Look forward to seeing me in those movies. Nothing yet, nothing. No, it's all nothing.
Like to be in the
Oh yes, it would be very much an honor and a pleasure to play Boba Fett in the new Disney Star Wars, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I think Disney are going for a new, fresh, young look, but we'll see what happens. But yes, I'd love to do.
So, thank you for your time.
Muchas gracias.
And have a nice trip.
Muchas gracias. Hola. Thank you.